government came to receive these items on behalf of the local government, on behalf of the people of the local government. And if you are going to do distribution, we will know. That's why I say I will find out. I say I will find out. And you are just giving me the information, isn't it? And I say I will find out. There is no way they will do this thing. There will be criticism. Okay. Giving to party first food, and not giving to party food. For us, we don't know. No party is written on anybody's face, on the forehead, to know this is party A or party B. It's not our interest. Our interest is people affected by the disaster in that local government.
Fair enough. He has a point. Okay. That now reports have come through. Investigations need, and in all fairness, must be thoroughly done. No one gets to walk around the streets with their party affiliation stamped either on their shirt, their chest, or their foreheads. But it would be very unfair if, for whatever reason, whether it's party affiliation, whether it is for nefarious or siphon, or what's the proper term for diversionary tactics? Aha, that's it. To divert these materials, because it's not just a Nigerian thing. If you pay attention to the international news recently, international bodies are saying, look, they don't want to send aid to some countries, even Afghanistan. There's a period they say, you know what, we won't send to Afghanistan, because despite there being a very genuine and cogent reason to go there to help, some people there would take the medicine, would take the food and give it to their cronies, starving the people the more. So it defeats the purpose. So you understand why any group would say they will want to give. But here, once again, what's the best way to give? Big question.
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to
It did not have to get to this state. Last year, when the floods were come through and the government went there and they had IDPs, did they take a proper registry? Did they not, enumerate the people? Did they take their details? If the NEMA has all these details, these problems will not be faced now. They have the data, or I like to say they were meant to collect this data. And then with the data that they have, they can go about distributing relief items. This idea of coming once again, months after these people have been displaced and having their livelihood destroyed, you now want to give them items that people now claim they want to give to their friends. It is wrong. Yes, we agree it's wrong, but thank you very much. That's James. You make a very good point. Last year, after the damage of the flood was recorded, when the waters started to recede and the initial aid was sent. In fact, my colleague, Ifeanyi Andrew, took a drive down there, recorded and even took relief materials himself to some of these areas, water in particular. So that period, data should have been collated so that now, as more materials are being made available, it's just a matter of, okay, this person was here. Can we find this person? Were there communiques, PSAs to tell the people, or maybe a town crier, hey, all of you who wrote your name, come to this place or want to. If that was done, maybe, we would not be talking about this right now. Just maybe. Always a pleasure having conversations like this. Look how brilliant ideas are coming through. Hello, Port Harcourt returns.
Talk Radio 92.3
Talk Radio.
and how time was being told back in those days. And it's time for us to get back to our conversations. Now, we start off this morning. Yes, it's Friday. Yes, we want to have a great time. Yes, we want to unwind. Yes, we want to make sure you guys go and get your favorite copy of Bolly and Fish. But whilst we are preparing you for that, there are serious issues that must be addressed. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, the sun will rise, the sun will set. Some people will born today, and some people unfortunately have passed, will pass, might pass later on today. But it doesn't stop life from continuing, which is why we have to talk about these things. This morning we are talking about the distribution of relief materials. Now, I have a very straightforward, very simple question. Could you please call in and make a suggestion of how relief materials can be better distributed than what is happening right now? Reports have come through that it seems as though there's been some, unfair practices, some would even say inhumane practices, as regarding the distribution of relief materials. Now, whether it is being politicized or not, or whether it's just sheer greed, like I made mention of other areas all over the planet that have had major issues and relief materials were diverted for selfish reasons. Now, whether it's that or politicized, it's still the same effect, the same outcome. People who need these relief materials are not getting it. So please, put on your thinking caps and let's have a conversation.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
So we have Solomon on the line and Zion in GRA waiting. Solomon, let's get to hear from you first. Good morning, Solomon.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, please. Thank you for your call.
Sir. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we're listening to you. Please go on.
Okay. You see, River State here, the kind of party, the kind of political party we are playing in River State, it is surprised me. See, I'm from Ahoda West. I'm from Ubita. We are suffering for this fraud. Since 2002, does not care about the residents of Ahoda West. All the villages in Ahoda West, the flood affected. People packed out from their houses to another places. Some of them no get where to stay. Some of them, they no get money to afford for the accommodation for Port Harcourt here or for other places. But government will send a little thing to compensate those people. Then will use parties to defeat people.
Are you sure? Solomon, did you see it with your eye? Solomon, did you see it with your eye?
Yeah, you see, I'm telling the honest truth. See, I'm from Ubeta. In my own community, the PDP in my own community, each government they bring something. If you are not their member of their party,
really,
nothing for you.
That's bad.
I'm telling you, honestly speaking.
That's very bad. If it's true, once again, which is why there's investigation plan. Zion, good morning to you. Welcome.
Do not entertain certain calls that is a party thing. It is not party thing. It is the community people. They say an angry man is an hungry man, right?
Is it the other way around? A hungry man is an angry man.
And if you now give this hungry man certain responsibilities, what do you think will come out of it? Poverty mentality will not allow him to distribute these goods.
So it's not it's not a question of politicizing the
distribution. It's not politics.
Okay.
See, by the grace of God, in my community, I'm the one responsible for that. I took it upon myself in my community in Bayelsa State. And we that is calling, accusing the government, are you taking responsibility to go to NEMA office, SEMA office, and then let's go from Abuja down to the state level? The truth is this, we keep blaming these agencies. These agencies are understaffed. Their responsibility is not to go to your community and enumerate what is happening in your community. The structure of this body is to be in their office and receive complaints. You are the one to call into their office, oh, my community, youth community, there is flood. Oh, the people will now send a questionnaire to you. You will now answer those questions. I'm telling you what I use in benefiting for my community in Bayelsa State.
Interesting.
You send photographs, send evidence, they profile them, record them. See, my brother, when it is time for these materials to be distributed, they will call you in person.
So Zion, what you're saying sounds very methodical, but it seems as though maybe that was not done in the case of the Ahoda West local government area.
These areas that are complaining, they are only complaining, they are not taking action. Anybody that goes to complain, asking these questions and the processes I have asked, I just told you now, have they done that?
But is it their responsibility on NEMA that's meant to do that?
It is not NEMA. I just told you the structure of those organizations. They are only there to record and profile emergency incidences. They are not there to come to your community except you invite them there. They are not spirit. You are the one to call. Oh, my community in Tandama. This is the problem. Oh, they will not say, really, can we come? Or you can now, they will now ask for photo evidence. Or they will now send delegation. If he complains they will now send a delegate to the environment where these issues are being happening. They profile it. See, we are the problem. As I'm talking to you in my community now, we have already profiled buildings that will move our people to in case of flood.
Interesting.
It will be very easy for the Red Cross to come. It will be very easy for relief material to come. These are the things people should do. I, Mr. Zion, I have done it. That's why I'm calling to not just educate you, to educate even those who have been affected and complaining. Look at the last 2 billion naira the governor gave. The money disappeared because there is no community that is affected, because no community reported, no community documented.
But we can't say it disappeared, because remember, after the money was distributed, remember, there was an affirmation of the reception and then the purchase of items. At least that was in the news. It was reported in the news.
How many communities?
Now that is the big question now. That's the big question.
So that is why I told you, since you have not profiled your incidents, and NEMA or SEMA does not have a folder for your community, we will presume or we perceive that nothing has happened. So I want to use this medium to encourage communities. Don't just call on radio and complain. Don't just accuse politicians. Politicians are not aware. Can you for once go to your SEMA office and call their office, make this complaint, bring evidence? These are the flood. Even drag their people to your community. Let them make a supervision, profile the places, know the total number of affected people, know the number of noodles or food or drugs they will bring. Put the Red Cross an alert. As I'm talking to you, we have Red Cross have the alert of my community profile. It's never have the summer have, even from the federal.
Okay, all right, Zion, thank you very much. That seems like a very detailed plan you have for your area and your community. So Zion says this is what should be done in all of the communities around Rivers State, particularly flood-prone areas. 90.3, hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning.
My name is Mr. Christian.
Go on, Christian, please. Thank you for calling.
Mr. Jude, have you ever heard about the world? The people that men live after them.
Oh, yes. It was told to us as children.
Thank you very much. We are blaming the government. We are blaming the people that distribute this. But if you are somebody that has conscience in life, and you find out that they give you something to go and give those flood victims, and you're not involved, but if you keep such things, the cost, It's a curse. That God can never ever forgive you past your generation. Thank you very much.
All right. Christian is being, apart from being sentimental, but it's saying there is a retribution attached to people who are, as it were, shortchanging. Don't forget, the regional or the local director here for NEMA says, look, we will investigate. Yeah, he's just getting together. That's Godwin typical. So the materials are meant for victims of last year's flood disaster. Now he promises to investigate the allegation. So it's I think it's the first thing that anybody would expect to be done. Now Chile says, no, where are the relief items before talking about distribution? There is no form of social welfare services in River State. Please, let's face the realities. But Chile, is that exactly true? Because if you remember Chile, right, last year when the floods, started to recede and, aid could get to those affected area, we did have pictures and videos, for all to see, where people were using canoes, boats. Remember, Bayelsa Yenegua in particular was severely affected. My family members, a good number of my family members were, was seriously affected. So there were pictures of people, bringing in noodles. Remember petrol as well. At the IDP camp, if you remember back then, we saw pictures and videos where, centers were cleared. I think it was a school area was cleared and they were not cooking. So yes, relief materials did come. 9.3. Good morning, please. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Paul.
Good morning, Mr. Paul. Welcome, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Westland.
Go on, please.
Yeah. And the alarm they raised, it might be true. I believe fully it's true. Because during COVID-19, we witnessed so many things like that. When all those things come, the Royal Highness in the community CDCs, they take charge to distribute all those things. But at the end of the day, they share within their family members and political groups. And those people, they behave as if they are the court leaders in their various communities. Because like that young man that is raising alarm, he should be very careful. Maybe some people will come behind attacking him because he raised alarm, which is supposed to be so. So I'm urging the government that we are crying for. They're supposed to be the shield of the poor masses.
Yeah.
Yes, they're supposed to be people providing shield for the poor masses, not the people attacking them. Because as they are crying that these materials, they are here. Maybe they know the head of their community, they don't think they are here, but the people voluntarily refuse to share it to the poor masses. They rich, the people that claiming that they own the community, they will attack those people that they see that the wrong thing is going on. So sometimes I can say the civil defense.
Okay.
People
that should help.
Those poor masses and make sure those things reach to the
Okay, so the NSCDC should be engaged. Muriel is on the line. We have Braid in my one. Muriel, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Africa woman. You see, Jude, my worry this morning is, why is it that we are not proactive? Now, for once, something is coming for the poor, and confusion everywhere on how to reach these people and how to get these people. Look, with all this confusion, I blame the local government. Please, Chairman. Look, you are supposed to have gotten data. You know this thing is coming. You are supposed to have gotten data of how this thing will reach those that are affected directly. Why have you not gathered this information and waiting? You should be waiting for NEMA to come. NEMA is not supposed to come to your land, and they are confused. Hey, what do we need? And by now, the NEMA officials should ask agents that should go into the nooks and crannies to go and interface with the local people, so that you get, even if they're giving you data at the local government office, you meet directly with the people. You see that you see these people one-on-one. You go to where these things are happening. So I blame the local government and I blame NEMA to sue, not just wait. They should begin to distribute themselves, because you will meet these people where this is happening. They are there. They are right there. You will see them first hand.
Braid is in my one. Braid, good morning to you, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for your patience, please.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my plight is that the NEMA, now they've gotten information. There are several reports that the flood victims are not receiving this material. The form they are not giving them to fill, they are denying them of all those things. So for me, NEMA should be able to stop it and investigate. They should also be there. They should stop their men. Now that there is an information, there is a report, they should mandate people to go there and handle it by themselves. The local government wants to use it for political gain.
Well, Break, that's an allegation. Once again, Break, that's an allegation that the NEMA official Templeco said they are obviously going to investigate. Zion, on the other hand, says it is merely a case of greed. That people have come, there was no organization. So those who are opportune to be at the front and center to receive these materials are now being greedy and trying to hoard it for themselves.
That's what I'm saying. In every rumor, there must be atom of truth. Now, you remember what happened during COVID-19, where people stock it on their way out. They don't even release it to the people. And some that were released, they give it to their loved ones. That's why I said SEMA should go down there and ensure that they delegate people to stand there to take this thing to the various people that is affected. Let the community leaders, the chiefs, the kings, let them give them directive that these are the affected people so that it will get to them, because if you leave it in the hand of local government chairmen, I tell you, it will go to their political cronies. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. JJ speaking to us from Aba Road this morning. JJ, welcome, please.
Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
You see those relief materials. If only NEMA take them to those communities, it will be like what happened between when there was earthquake in Pakistan and government officials decided to bring relief materials. Then some boys, will I call them some rebel boys, attack the government official, collect all the relief material, and just went away with it. That's what will happen. So whether we like it or not, they still need the community aids. They also need the government, how will I put it now, government officials. You see those people who are in those communities, let me use the local parlance here. They don't send anybody. They don't even want to know how many military, what they call the NEMA people will be coming with. We struggle to get everything from them, and the people they are targeting will not get one. Jude, I tell you a typical example. During the COVID lockdown, we were in some local government to share relief materials. We got to some local government around the Calabari area. Jude, if not for God, everything, because we're sharing it from one local government to other. When we get there, we share this number of, let's say, 100 baht, this one like that. When we get to a certain local government, they invade us that who were trying to struggle. Before you knew what was happening, 2 people have injured already, and we almost abandoned everything. If not that the driver just speed off. Dude, it's not easy what they're talking about now. It's not even easy when it comes to a local government people or the community people, talking of people that they don't know, unless you want to die. So for me, I don't know how they should do it, but even if you put it in one place, that everybody should come to that place, dude, you're not going to feel Olamo. So the people should be careful, they know the people.
But JJ, we've had Muriel and I think it was Zion and Oviri. There's a message from Oviri who says, look, all that needed to have been done was data. They collect this data, and this data should have been made available for the NEMA to use. Yes,
the data thing is good. But by the time you want to use data, when the people descend on you, I don't know if you have witnessed where they are sharing these things before. I have been part of those who share relief material. You not be able to talk and so. Not the eye where they take shop soup and eba. Now they take the shellfish. When you get the data, you are calling the people are invading it and taking it from the back, and everybody rush you. You will not even know where the list is after that time. That is if you can come out alive. It's not easy, Jude. Thank you.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. JJ raised a very serious societal conundrum, and that is the desperation of the man. When a man is desperate, he or she would do anything just to survive, and you need to really be at the forefront, of your wits, right, to challenge those kinds of scenario. Yes, so JJ really does make a point. At Nigeria Info PH, let's get to social media now. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. WhatsApp is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. I haven't seen a message on Twitter just yet. All right, I'm checking through, refreshing the page, so I'll have to get to WhatsApp. All right, let me get to WhatsApp and read your comments on the subject matter. Once again, 0809 030 6416. Good morning, Jude. I worked with an NGO some time ago. Each time we brought relief materials to people affected by disaster, we learned that the local government people don't normally get these materials to the affected individuals. So what did we do was we go directly to the people, although it was dangerous and tedious because of people trying to corner those things, but it was worth it. That's Effium in Iwofe. 90.3. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
I'm Joel calling from Ngene.
It's a pleasure to have you join us, Joel.
Oda West local government.
Go on, please.
What the person complained is true. I was among the relief material committee members set up by the committee of Ngene during the flood. The committee is led by Sophia Zedon Ozievai. The local government chairman knows us. He provided the vehicle and the boat that conveyed material brought by politicians. All the politicians that brought things, they gave it to our committee.
What's your name again, please? What's your name again? What's your name?
I'm Joel.
Joel.
Harcourt.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
The local, when they gave us, we share these things, we back them in Ahoda, community by community. Then the local government chairman will provide a boat that will take it across with a tipper. When we get to Indiana, we inform all the community leaders. They will come there to pick, with their representative to pick the community on. You understand? This is what happened. But that of the government didn't reach anywhere. We didn't see it. They didn't give anybody. As long as this real material, we submitted, just like somebody called from Bayelsa, we submitted pictures, names, and everything to NEMA. We did those jobs. Now, the thing has come that the people that actually did the job, it's not the local government that do those jobs. They have given it to local government, and the local government will not share it to the community. They know the Oklahoma Bay is there. I don't think they are informed to Oklahoma Bay in Ngene. That's why people are complaining, because if they inform the Oklahoma Bay, which is the Real Majesty, everything will go well.
Okay.
Because it's the Oklahoma Bay that set us up. As long as the hand of Hopi Kriko and the rest of them in that place, it will not work. It will not go well. That is just my contribution.
All right, Joe, thank you for your contribution and indeed sharing some of the insights to that particular issue. Obviously, there will be verification. Word will be sent not just to the representative of SEMA and NEMA, but obviously some of these local government authorities. But it is a very worrying scenario, that this is happening. Relief materials should, because let's be honest, no matter who you are, no matter how many cartons of noodles you are able to, let's use the local parlance, corner, you cannot eat it all. You cannot eat it all. And if you're using it as leverage for power or influence, there's only so much you can do with that. Like someone said, how can you justify going to bed, sleeping, knowing that you've stolen something that should go into someone's stomach? The very bare necessity. This is not Alawe or, gifts items. This is relief items. People are in dire need of these items. Well, we do hope investigations are speedy and thorough, so we don't get to hear and read comments like this any longer. Rivers people, the people of Ahoda, East, West, deserve better. My name is Jude. Hello Port Harcourt will return, and thank you as always for joining us in our conversations.